civilization. Everybody's civilization says this information came from the people that came from there.
Yeah.
Like, there are no coincidences.
Well, they know that Mars used to have an atmosphere. Mars used to have an atmosphere, it used to have water. Something happened to its environment.
If that's correct, then there's a guy right now saying he's getting ready to put people up there.
Yep. Exactly. Restarted all over again.
50 years ago, there was no water in our whole universe. Let them tell it. Now there's been water almost everywhere. There's water on the moon, for crying out loud.
Are you familiar with the Younger Dryas impact theory? Do you know what that is?
Say what it is.
Younger Dryas impact theory is a theory that Earth goes through a cycle of like comet storms every June and every November, and most of the time nothing happens. But every now and again we get hit. We get hit big, and they think we got hit big 11,800 plus years ago, and that had to restart civilization. And that what you're seeing from like Mesopotamia, all these people 6,000 years later, they think that is a rebuilding of civilization that was already like just whispers and stories and tales, and then they rebuilt it again thousands of years later. But if you go back to like 11,800 BC, 11,800 years ago, you're dealing with what we thought were hunter-gatherers, and now we know they weren't. Now we know they built complex stone structures, and the real speculation is they think that the people who built the pyramids built them way earlier than the conventional dating is. They think there's real evidence that shows like 9,000, 11,000 years old. Easy.
No people built the pyramids.
No people?
No.
Who built them?
No people.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. A lot of us spend our lives wishing we had more time. And the question is, time for what? If time was unlimited, how would you use it? Like if I had an extra hour in my day every day, I think I would practice archery, or maybe I would shoot pool. I'd write jokes. I'd do something. I'd find a way, but I'd love an extra hour. Be nice. Well, the best way to squeeze that special thing into your schedule is to know what's important to you so that you can make it a priority. And therapy can help you figure that out. A therapist can guide you through the process of defining your values and understanding your priorities so you know what things you can spend your time on that will really fulfill you. Otherwise, you'll always be wishing for more time. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. BetterHelp offers convenient, affordable online therapy that comes to you. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Learn how to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/JRE today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/JRE.
No people built the pyramids. And if you look around the world, you see certain telltale things that let you know that advanced machinery was in usage. Look, this whole thing where slaves are stronger people is a fallacy. We like to believe that slaves are stronger. Slaves are weaker because they don't eat the right food and they live a terrible life. Your slave population is not smarter and better conditioned unless you're enslaving the Jews.
They stopped thinking that quite a while ago. They think it was actually skilled labor because of the way they were eating. They found what their camps were, where their food was. They ate like very good food. So they think they were actually skilled labor, but also probably forced skilled labor. But that's probably not the people who built it. That's probably the people that were working on it. That's probably the people that worked in the village or in the city.
How many companies have done renovations on the White House? None of them have done enough renovation that they can claim it's their White House. So, yes, thousands of years worth of people were there. But that doesn't have anything to do with the building.
Who do you think built it?
Well, understand, we know enough now to understand that this was a complex. This was not,
right.
We've been led to believe that this is how much they worshipped their dead bodies.
Right.
But the evidence doesn't show any of that.
No,
like when you see inside, when they have those intricate carvings drawings and paintings and stuff in gold and stuff. You have to remember, this is in a windowless room, folks. There's no candle soot. There's no this. It's clearly a power plant and built specifically for that location on this planet. For
what do you think it was powered by?
The hot water springs underneath it.
So it was powered by the hot water springs? And to what end? How do you know all this, first of all? Is this marijuana talk?
I don't think so. This is...
Where did you read this?
If you follow information about humankind, you find out that in all parts of history, people were coming to this region for their information and their knowledge and their things that were forbidden, and these were not these were the highest of human civilization.
Not even comparable to anyone else.
No.
Nor since.
Nor since. Right.
The Great Pyramid of Giza is insane.
Right. like even Tesla says that this is where he came to get the information. But if you follow that information pathway, it leads you to this character called Thoth, right? And the emerald tablets of Thoth are literally mind changing and mind blowing, just because you understand when this was written and the terminology being used is
when was it written?
Far too accurate for now. So I'm sure that
here it is. Emerald tablet, also known as the Smaragdine tablet, or the Tabula Smaragdina. Boy, I fucked that up. It's a compact and
Trismegistus.
A cryptic hermetic text. It was highly regarded by Islamic and European alchemists as the foundation of their art. Though attributed to the legendary Hellenistic figure Hermes Trismegistus. How do you say it, bro? Trismegistus. The text of the Emerald Tablet first appears in a number of early medieval Arabic sources, the oldest of which dates to the late 8th or early 9th century. It was translated into Latin several times in the 12th and 13th centuries. Numerous interpretations and commentaries followed. So what does it say, though? The Egyptian god Thoth. Okay, it says beginning in the 2nd century BC onwards, Greek texts attributed to Hermes, a syncretic combination of Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth, appeared in Greco-Roman Egypt. Those texts known as the Hermetica are heterogeneous collection of works that in the modern day era are commonly subdivided into two groups: the technical Hermetica, comprising of astrological, medico-botanical, alchemical, and magical writings, and the religio-philosophical Hermetica, comprising of mystical, philosophical writings. Holy shit.
Is this weed talk, Joseph?
No, this is so legit.
So legit, my man.
So this dude was probably an alien.
Dude, first of all, there are no probablys.
Yeah.
That's the benefit once you hear it or read it, is the fact that it's given in first person, and that's not possible. The things that are being said are impossible. Enough time has passed, though, that it's not like that. But
I'm going to read that.
He literally says, hey, there's a spaceship on Earth, and this is where it is. Because if all you care about is information, right? Like, that's what you start to see is when you get to everybody's civilization, Asian, Indian, African, when you get to the crux of their information, nobody's disagreeing with anybody.
Right. If you figured out how the fuck they did it, if there was any logical explanation that people could have done it, I would be on board. I'd be like, well, okay.
But there aren't any people saying that.
Human beings it's possible if you had enough power and you had enough engineering and mathematics that you could figure out how to design and construct the pyramid.
Yes.
But then the logistical problem of getting the stones from hundreds of miles away, massive, several ton, up to 80-ton stones.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 500
even,
miles away, some of them.
Even if you could do it, let me ask you this. Would you build it on sand?
I don't think it was originally sand. So that's the thing.
Right. This was a fertile valley.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Right.
The Nile Valley. That was the reason.
They had electric and Wi-Fi, and they had all of that.
They probably did. And that's probably where the Younger Dryas impact theory comes in.
The greatest trick is to make us believe that people back then were dumber and we're smarter.
Right.
And that whole thing is a fallacy.
Yeah, that's definitely not real.
But it's worth it for us to believe that.
I think we are the children of the survivors of some great catastrophe. And I think that's why every single
not everybody
biblical scholar, what?
Not everybody, some people.
What do you mean?
Are that.
Some people are the survivors?
Right.
Well, I mean, most human beings probably got wiped out in comet storms. And I think we probably got, there's been points in history that they know of where human beings got down to like 7,000 people.
Who's counting them?
I think they use genetics and they backtrace and they try to find individuals that were capable of having X amount of children. I wonder how they do the calculations. It's a good question.
The things in Hollywood and in writing that have attracted our attention worldwide were all based on some truth. So all the stories of hobbits have been successful in all of their genres. Why? Because they existed. Like we now know that there were whole pygmy groups, and that we understand that that's what the Seven Dwarves was.
Yeah. Like that island of Flores, man, that they found. They literally call it a hobbit. It was like a 3-foot-tall person that was covered in hair, smaller head than us, used tools.
As a preteen, I knew that Atlantis really existed, just because of how it was spoken of offhandedly.
Mm-hmm. Just that it was
in early writings.
Yeah.
Well, not just mentioned, but mentioned offhandedly, like you would a place that's just a landmark.
Right. We landed in New York before we went to Montreal. Yeah.
We were in Austin.
Yeah.
By Dallas.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the guy that thinks that they found the spot in Africa? What is that the ring called? That Jimmy Corsetti is he's on this. This dude is an expert in this shit. And he's an expert in ancient catastrophes and the remnants and the evidence that shows that these civilizations existed and something happened.
We have a Twitter space going.
He's focused on this one
I'm
area
going to send a link in the
that he believes
Telegram chat. Join the Twitter
he
space,
says
okay?
it has all the hallmark characteristics, and there's all the
I'm sending you the
evidence
link.
of massive water erosion surrounding the area. That at one point in time, it's
Hi,
very
you good,
likely
baby?
that this area got hit with a massive flood, and it matches all the characteristics of Atlantis. When you see it, when you see the way the concentric circles of rings, like try explaining this. Like, you gotta see it, and try explaining this through a natural phenomenon that doesn't exist anywhere around it.
Right.
Concentric circles that is near what used to be water, and there's heavy water erosion marks all around it that indicate massive amounts of quick flowing water in a very short period of time.
Right. Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
What up,
but I know
Vamp?
exactly where it
Vamp,
is.
we have a Twitter space going right now.
That's it. Look at that thing. Bro,
Okay.
are you fucking kidding me?
The reshot structure.
That's it. The reshot structure.
Excellent.
I mean, are you fucking kidding me?
It's hard for me to hear you. So if you can, come to the Twitter space.
Now
I love
imagine
to see
if
you.
that was this
Glad to
massive
see you.
city of concentric circles and walls and
It
a
is.
thriving population.
Okay,
And then
we have
it
enough
gets hit
people.
with this water.
Okay,
You can see the
okay, hold on a
water
second.
erosion
Hold
all
on a
over the
second.
place. The
Vamp,
whole thing.
are you saying that you want some trivia? You got it. Okay, come to the space right now and we'll play. You got it. You got me. You got me. I'm ready when you are. All right. So, if you are just joining us, we were listening to Cat Williams, and we'll continue that. Sometimes we need a break. Sometimes Rabbi needs a break. Sometimes other people need a break. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Excellent. Thank you for coming. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Well, we'll be here, God willing. And you come on back, and we'll see you soon. Excellent. Vamp, come on up. Request when you can. And when I see it, I'll let you up. And we'll do some trivia. In the meantime, I'm going to spam the chat. Because that's what I do best. I see that we have a request. And I am letting up our friend Vamp. I don't know why it didn't show it from my other account, Vamp. You should be up in a moment. Hello, welcome, welcome. Bob Dobbs, I see that you're in the Telegram. Feel free to come to the Twitter. We're going to be playing trivia in a moment, and we want you here.
I'm in there. I just clicked on this for a minute.
Oh, you're beautiful. Just because you want to see my face along with the hearing me. And I understand. Some people can only get enough of me. You're taking it all in, so I appreciate that. All right. We're going to...
Yeah, everyone has to see that. I mean, Rabbi looks like he took a shower.
I did. I took a shower. I did the whole thing. All righty. Here we go. If you're not aware, we use the website randomtriviagenerator.com for our questions. If you're also not aware, feel free to request to come up. I have some co-hosts here, so feel free to co-host if you can. Allow other people to come up as well. And let's see here. Interesting to me. I see Bob Dobbs is here. So I've got a device. I'm going to leave with one device. I'm going to come right back with it. And the reason why I have to do that is because I want you to be able to hear me. I want you to be able to see me. And I am requesting to speak. So as I do this, you're hearing me literally stall as I am doing it in real time. All right, so we're bringing up one of my accounts. Wow, that one is coming in loud and clear. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Invite that bad boy to co-host. We'll respond, accept. There we go. Okay, we should be good to go. Now I'm going to switch my mics so that you hopefully can hear me better. And excellent. All right, first question. What? Yeah, you're right. Okay, so let me fix that. And it is. Okay, so well, thank you. All right. I think this is the best we'll be able to do, but I think it works. What form of writing is literally translated to sacred writings? What form of writing is literally translated to sacred writings? That's a good guess. It's close. Here's a clue. In Egypt, what you? Yep, hieroglyphics. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you're good. Very good. Very good, man. Good job. All right, next question. Who played the role of Andy in the movie Pretty in Pink? Who? Let's. I see you got some people who are saying some things. Who just gave a thumbs up? Captain Howdy. So Captain Howdy, come on up. I'm gonna send some invites so that we give you some competition. Absolutely. So what you didn't know, Vamp, is we did play for like 2 hours before, a little earlier. So some people. No, you're good. You're good. I need to be prodded. Oh, James Kaminsky? Yes. Oh, cool. It sounds like him, and I was just like, yeah, wait, are they in the Telegram? And he's just going with the microphone into the space now, so everyone just TT, that kind of thing. Do you know that James is in Denver for ETH Denver? I got already pictures of people. Oh, that's very good. Hey, we've got Lube Skyballer. Luke Skyballer. Dog, I can't believe we have Luke Skyballer here. We're going to invite Luke Skyballer here. Invite them to speak. We're going to invite everybody else to speak because we need Vamp to have some competition. Now, Captain Howdy came up, so he's going to be your competition. Or she. Captain Howdy could be a girl. And... all right. Well, maybe someday. You never know. I was a guy, and now, according to the state of California, baby, I am a FEMALE. Yes, it is. I've also been non-binary as well. I've had every option that you can have on your license, which is an M for male, an X for non-binary, and an F for female. So I've been through the whole gambit. I'm as close to a modern-day shapeshifter as you can get. All righty. We've got Captain in here. We got Vamp. We've invited some other people. If you'd like to come up, feel free. If not, it's going to be a 1v1 sudden death fight to the finish. All right, here we go. What is a grouping of bananas called? I would accept that, but actually I think a bunch is just that small group. I mean the whole big thing. But I would accept bunch. That's okay. I wouldn't know what it is. It's known as a hand. It's known as a hand. A grouping of bananas is called a hand. Maybe because it's like a fingers, but I'm not sure. Could be. Next question. Which countries share Lake Geneva? There are two. Switzerland's one of them. That's okay. That's okay. Lake Geneva is shared by Switzerland and France. Okay. So I've never done this. I've never done this like a real competition, and I want to. So here's what we're gonna do. We have two people playing. It's Vamp and Captain. No, it is. As I said previously, it's sudden death. send no. You absolutely can. But I want to see how you do with first to 10. Who does the best, and if you do well, but that gives a little bit of pressure on. And if other people come, then we can certainly expand it. But this way, it is some competition, and we'll see how you guys do. All right. What color is pure caffeine? Yeah. So what color did you say? White is correct. Ding ding ding. One for Captain. So let's say this. I could say like there are no penalties for incorrect answers, which is fine. But then you could sit there and literally be like red, blue, green, blah, blah, blah. If you want to do that, that's cool. After like 2 rounds of that, I'm gonna change the rules. So just know. But I don't think don't feel like you're gonna be punished if you guess the wrong answer. So with that said, Captain has Captain has won, and that was very good. White is correct. Next question. What is the most commonly ingested drug in the world? What is the most?
Like the event?
Just one moment. Just one moment. Okay. Wills. Do I know about the event in Denver tonight?
No, I signed up for it. I just can't find it.
Do I know where it is?
Yeah.
I don't, but I can tell you. Do you know who James Kaminsky is?
Yvonne.
He's in the community.
Okay.
He is there right now, and if you message him, you can probably just connect with him. He's at the Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Enu booth.
Oh, he is? Is that at the conference?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll run over there right now.
Yeah. So there's an event there tonight at the booth, and so that should be in like a couple hours. But he's there right now. He's actually, I think, at a friend's house, but he said he was heading down there, so he might be there now.
I know the event starts at 7. It's at this bar at the half hour. I signed up. Like, can't find the address.
Do you need me to look up the address for you?
Yeah, that's really all I need.
Okay, yeah. So what is the event called?
I don't know. This is the thing. We assume it's like, HBO, FNI, like a happy hour, like 7.
I understand. Let me ask the group that we have here. Does anyone in the Twitter space know what the addresses of the Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Enu event is at ETH Denver? Does anybody know the address?
Maybe connect to you, yeah.
Okay, that's a thought too. Here, I see it. Or I see an RSVP link.
I'm RSVP'd already. Yeah, that would work.
So absolutely. So the okay, here's what it says. Oh, I got the address. You ready? Okay, it's 3126 Larimer, Larimer Street, 3126 Larimer Street, Denver, Colorado, 80205. 31.
Got it. Oh, yeah.
And just for your knowledge, it's from 6 to 9.
Oh, it is from 6 to 9. I thought it was 7 to 9. Okay, perfect. Okay.
And it looks like 347 people are going. There's a huge wait list. There are like 533 people on the wait list. So it should be really big.
Yeah, I'm already on. I've already got approved. That should be fine.
All right. Well, that's why we do this, Wills, as basically a hub for the community. If anybody needs assistance or is bored or wants to connect, we're always here. So, is there anything else you need?
That's it. Thank you, buddy.
Excellent, absolutely.
I gotta go to the event.
Of course.
I'm gonna shower and head out here.
Knock yourself out. Hey, if you have a chance, we've got a 24/7 Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 e-news space going. Hop in and just listen to it, and we'll accompany you on your way to the event. And then James is going to be at the event. He's going to be live streaming in the Telegram, so maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah, you definitely will.
Excellent. All right, well, so you take care.
Thanks.
Absolutely. All righty, friends. Thank you so much for your patience. I know Vamp said that she was going to hop out for a second, but that's how we do things here. We want to help people, and I know no one is so invested in the game, particularly Vamp and Captain, that we couldn't take a few moments to get an address for a fellow friend, especially if they're in a place with which they're not familiar. I know the difference between not having an address and having an address is potentially the biggest difference in the world to someone. So I appreciate y'all letting me do that. All right. So when Vamp returns, we will continue our challenge. And in the meantime, I am going.
Perfect timing, okay.
Oh, perfect, Vamp. And we were able to get Will's that. Oh, cool.
I had everything.
Oh, well, then we don't even have to follow up. Perfect timing. All right, next question. What singer was born Sherilyn Sarkisian? What singer was born Sherilyn Sarkisian? Ooh, good guess, but it's not Shakira. It kind of sounds like that. What'd you say? Cher is correct. Very good job. Okay, so it is 1-1. Captain has one for the correct answer. What is the color of caffeine? And I have to give one away. So I came up with a question there, and I never gave the answer. What is the most commonly what did I say? Ingested drug in the world? Also caffeine, because of the amount of tea that is, and like tea is the most commonly drank liquid beverage in the world. I just think that's an interesting one, but we're not going to count that one. What we will count is what singer was born Sherilyn Sarkisian. That is Cher. Congratulations. It's 1-1. Next question. Dun, dun, dun. Approximately how far is the Earth's ozone layer from its surface? Hold on. We're not going to count this one. We're going to tell you what the answer is. It's 20 to 30 kilometers, but something like that is too hard to judge, because if somebody goes in there and says, oh, I don't know, 35 miles or something like that, or I don't know, 25 miles.
They use the kilometers and not the miles. Yeah,
We'll have to do some kind of exactly, and it's just a number 1-2. So apologies there. We're gonna go to another one. All right, this is an interesting one. I'm gonna ask it, and let's say if you get the majority of them right, you get it. So feel free to chime in when you can. Here we go. What are the names of the 4 original Berenstain Bears? What are the names of the 4 original Berenstain Bears? I'll help you with this one, and when I tell you what the answer is, you'll be like, oh, okay. Here we are. Papa, Mama, Sister, Brother. Right, of course. I'm thinking they got names like, there's little Trixie and Uncle Bob or whatever. No, nothing like that. All right, next question. What color are shelled pistachio nuts? What color are shelled?
Inside or the outside, the shell.
I believe we're talking the shell part.
That I said peach and green.
Okay, we're gonna accept green. Yeah, and I think as they dry, they get more beige. Green is correct. So we've got 2 for Vamp.
That's why I asked like outside or inside.
It's very good. And feel free to always ask any kind of clarification question. So very good. Next question. What Tchaikovsky ballet includes Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, and you got it. It's 2-2. It was 2-2. And see, we don't even have like established rules. And this changed in the game of Jeopardy as well. I'm a big Jeopardy fan. Originally in Jeopardy, you could interrupt the host and guess the answer before they finished, and you could get it right. And they changed that in later years that you had to finish the question. I am a fan. If you know it, say it, go for it. If it works, go for it. So that way, it's first to the finish, basically. So I believe it is now. It's 2-2. It's you had White and Chekhov and Nutcracker, and then Vamp had this Pistachio. And what was the other question you had, Vamp? Do you remember? Share. That's correct. So 2-2. Very good. All right. Next up, which Bohemian city gave us the Pilsner? Which Bohemian city gave us the Pilsner? This is incredibly unfair of me to ask this against Captain. All right, we're gonna call time on this one. The Bohemian city that gave us the Pilsner is Pilsen. Is Pilsen far? Okay. There you go. Next question.
Actually, a different kind of beer, and even smaller.
Is lighter, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Next question. What is the capital of the U.S. state Montana? Cheyenne is incorrect. We're only going to give you one chance at this one, and the reason why is it's a little bit swayed in your favor. Vamp, do you have a guess? What is the capital of Montana? Okay, that's right. That's right. Well, we gave you one kind of an easier one for you, the previous one. The answer is Helena. Helena. Helena, Montana. Next question. What is biltong? What is biltong? Biltong. Biltong. What is biltong? Biltong. I love biltong. It does. Biltong is a dried meat. It's very popular. It's like jerky. It's very popular in my local kosher market. The South African people really like it. It's really popular in South Africa. It's kind of like a jerky. It's very good. Okay, that's what biltong is. Next question. Who is Penelope Pussycat's would-be seducer? Who is Penelope Pussycat's would-be seducer? Who is Penelope Pussycat's would-be seducer? Okay, I see. Thumbs down. We don't know this one. Okay, I'm going to help you with it. He's probably the stinkiest cartoon character that there is. Pepe Le Pew is. All right, next question. Which mosquito bites humans, male or female?
Female.
The answer is female. Good job, Captain. Captain takes the lead, 3-2. Very good. Next question. Prague is the capital of which country?
Czech Republic.
That's correct. 4-2. Takes a blistering lead over Vamp, does Captain. Next question. And I'm doing my best to do ones that aren't too much for either country. All right. What boy band did Justin Timberlake belong to? NSYNC is correct. Captain taking the lead at 5-2. Vamp, were you a big NSYNC fan?
No, but it's just like 1 second, like fast thing. Sometimes it's literally just like problem sitting here like 1 second behind. But it's okay.
That's absolutely. Hey, that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun.
It makes fun for me because I can learn, it's just a practice.
I was thinking about this the other day. It must be, well, I don't know particularly that well because I don't play trivia in other languages, but any kind of game probably helps your vocabulary a little bit because it does force your brain to do that really quick, difficult translation under pressure.
Rephrase things.
That exactly. All right. Next question. Shoes worn by ballerinas are also called what?
Slippers.
That's close, but they have a name.
Yes, it's a peep toe, but is it no?
That's close.
It's not peep toe, it's yeah. No, I don't get it now.
That's okay. I'll help you. They're known as point shoes.
Yeah.
Point shoes. Slippers are close, but we were looking for point shoes. All right, next question. What planet is the hottest in our solar system? It is not Mercury. Vamp, do you have a guess?
Wrong, sorry.
What was your guess?
No. Yes.
Well, take a guess. It's not going to hurt.
Say the question again, sorry.
Absolutely. What planet is the hottest in our solar system? It is not Mercury.
The hottest.
Hottest.
Saturn?
It is not Saturn. It is Venus.
Oh.
All right. We are going to change up the rules.
There's a banana cake
Oh,
Banana cake wants up.
absolutely. We're letting banana cake up. Wow, banana cake. Come on up. We got you. We see you. I have done my best to allow you to come up. It says connecting. We are using the oldest iPhones literally possible. So, banana cake, can you hear us? You should be able to speak.
Yeah, what's going on, Rabbi? It's actually Bobby and Telegram.
Oh, how are you?
I just want to say that my friend Sigler down there, I've on board him to the Spruce with also everything that he had to run one. It was in my cheek for him, so I just wanted to say congrats to Sailor Pepe.
Well, congrats, Sailor Pepe. Welcome to the club. Fabulous. We appreciate it. You've joined the greatest. Go ahead. You've joined the greatest group of individuals, not just on Telegram, not just on Twitter, but on all the social media and perhaps in the world. We're very diverse. We have all kinds of varied interests, and whatever you may find in this community is up to you. If you want to literally spend all day here 24/7 and watch someone live their life, you can. If you only want to watch our big events, like we just had a huge fight with one of our founders recently in Mexico City who did really well and has helped to pump the coin, and that's all you're interested in, or you never even want to watch the coin and you just purchased for whatever reason, we're happy you're here. And we want you to know that not all communities are like this. You won't find random people having telegrams and Twitter spaces in a workday afternoon. Most people do not have this. So what you found is very unique, and we are just absolutely thrilled that you're here. So once again, welcome Sailor Pepe. We're happy you're here, and thank you so much, Banana Cake, for bringing in a new friend. Excellent. All right. with that said, we got some other friends here. We'll give some people a chance to come up. We've got Nexus Blade, welcome, Banana Cake, of course, Captain, and Vamp. We're in the middle of a challenge. We might hold off on that for a little bit. We've got Alexandru, who's here. We're going to invite Alexandru to speak. Sailor Pepe, we're going to invite you to speak. If you'd like to come up, feel free. We've got ID, welcome. GPM, we've got GPM in here. Oh, wow. We've got Moneybag, Straight Up Finger, Money Tongue, Straight Up Finger, Moneybag. We're inviting you to speak. We got J Bolt. I can't believe we got J Bolt in here. Of all the people who I never thought we would ever get in here, would be J Bolt and Lube Skyballer. If anybody knows, I think it was back in like my 4th grade journal. I used to talk about my dream of one day having Lube Skyballer in a Twitter space, and my dream has come true. We've got Joe Mick in here. Joe Mick and I go all the way back until about 10 seconds ago when I clicked on their name and I saw that they had joined our space. So welcome. We've sent invites to many of you, and we're happy that you're here. All right, with that being said, we were in the middle of a trivia challenge, and we see that we've got a hand. Feel free to go ahead, Banana Cake. Oh, that's baller. Well, no, you're good. Banana Cake, can I tell you something about the unique benefit to a gambling addiction? There's one. Now, of any addiction out there, they all seem negative. Heroin addiction is negative, of course. Alcohol addiction is negative. But gambling addiction is the only addiction out there that you can actually make a lot of money. And that's not too bad of a thing. And I'm going to tell you something. If you, Banana Cake, have joined the right, if you're invested correctly, what one person's gambling is another person's investing. And if you look at our chart recently, we are hitting some amazing highs, recent highs, and you're going to have a really good time in this community. And I really appreciate the kind words that you said. You know that I stream all the time. I have more data online than any person in global history. And we are essentially documenting the story of this coin in real time, which is really exciting. And to your friend, you should know that we could not be happier to have new members. Sailor Pepe, I'm looking at your profile. Firstly, I love your Sproto. It's beautiful. It's a great one. SailorPepe.eth. Let's learn about them. Let's do a deep dive. They're a memeologist. If you didn't know what that was, that's someone who's a studier of memes. They're also an organizer of thoughts. They are into pork and PNDC when it comes to some of their investments. And they're in with the best group of people that you could ever want. So welcome. We're happy that you're here. All right. With that being said, we've got some new players. So I hope you're all excited for another round of trivia. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Here we go. This is a good question. So when it comes to Vamp and Captain, we're going to hold off on that. We're going to give some new people some options here. I think you guys, understand. You guys are dominant players in the trivia game, but we need some new people. We want to see some new talent and see if we can get you some other challengers. So here we go. What is the stage name of Reginald Kenneth Dwight? What is the stage name of Reginald Kenneth Dwight? Reginald Kenneth Dwight is better known as Elton John. Elton John. His real name is Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Next question. What U.S. city is famous for its French Quarter? What year? New Orleans is correct. Very good. New Orleans is famous for its French Quarter. Next question. In 1977, the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever was based on what New York Magazine article? No one is going to know this, so I will just tell it to you. Tribal Rights of the New Saturday Night. That is what the movie Saturday Night Fever was based on. The New York Magazine article. All right, next question. In the 1989 movie Batman, who played the role of Joker? Ooh, that's a golfer, my man. That's right. I always mess those two up. So whoever said Jack Nicklaus, I always do that myself. Jack Nicklaus, of course, the famous 18 major champion, 6-time Masters green jack wearer. Unfortunately, he did not play the Joker in Batman. That was Jack Nicholson, so excellent job there. Next question. What NBA star was known for his signature spin move, the Dream Shake? What NBA star was known for his signature spin move, the Dream Shake? In the future, he still has time maybe, but this was it is not. It was Akeem Olajuwon, Akeem the Dream. They used to call him Akeem the Dream. He was, yeah, exactly. So they won back-to-back championships between the Bulls three-peats. So it went, the Bulls won their 3, then the Rockets won 2, and then the Bulls won another 3 in the mid-90s. So here we go. Next question. What is the only war fought between Canada and the United States? It is not the French-Indian War. What is the only war fought between Canada and the U.S.? I'll help you with this one. It is the War of 1812. The War of 1812. All right. Next question. Just one moment. I'm adjusting one of my accounts to bring you. Oh, we got OnlyFriends in this. Good. We got OnlyFriends in this. But I can't bring them up. And I don't know why. Let me see if I send OnlyFriends and Rabbi a. I think I can help him. OnlyFriends. Our friend OnlyFriends here is also better known as Man Like Queen. And is he up here? Did we get him up here? Did he bounce? We got Bitcoin MLK in here. That's exciting. All right. If you'd like to come up, feel free. If not, I'm going to force everyone to come up. All right. Invite to speak. Invite to speak. Invite to speak. Invite to speak. Hey, we got Old Man with Coin in here. Old Man with Coin is tight. Hold on. Did I hear a story correctly about Old Man with Coin? Look, I could be making this up. And guess what? I'm hosting, so if I am, you're just hearing my story. But I think this is a really nice thing. And if I'm talking about something that is not like, look, here's what I heard. Old Man with Coin. Somebody was looking at some type of NFT. I don't know what it was. I think it was a Sproto. And they were like, or it was something. And I could totally be wrong. This wasn't you. But they were like eyeing it. And they're like, oh, I can't wait till it gets this certain price or something like that. And then you saw what it was and you bought it. And this person was like, oh, no, it's gone. Like, where is it? And you were like, I bought it. And they're like, oh, man, come on. How are you going to do that to me? And you were so nice. You played with them just for a second, but you gifted it to them out of the goodness of your heart. If that was you, I think that is the nicest thing. It just shows how nice a community that we have. If it wasn't you, stay quiet, take all of the credit for it because you're going to bask in it for a moment. But I heard that little story and I just thought it was a really nice thing. So Old Man with Coin, if that was you, that is very cool. And shout out to you. All right, next question. Alexander the Great was the leader of which empire? Macedonia is correct. Very good. Very, very good. Next question. What is the SI unit for pressure? What is the SI unit? What is the SI unit for pressure? That's a good guess. It's Pascal. Did somebody say Pascal? That was who said that? Nexus. Very good. Very, very good. Pascal is correct. Wow, your high school science teacher is a very good science teacher. So yeah, definitely shout out to your high school science teacher. One thing that I find really interesting are those hydraulic press videos where they like take any numerous object, whether it's, a candle or a gel or whatever, or can, and they smash it. I love seeing that stuff. And I always would be interested in what the pressure is on it. And apparently the SI unit to measure that is a Pascal. So very good job, and very good job, Nexus, and very good job to Nexus's high school teacher. Great work. All right. Next question. What city is home to the world's oldest casino? It is not Atlantic City. What city is home to the world's oldest casino? It is not New Orleans. It is a world city. That's a clue. World city could also be. That's close. You're on the right track. Nope. I'll help you with this one. Venice. The Theatre St. Moses opened in 1638 and featured an area where... Go ahead. All right, Unfuddable, you did your, you had the opportunity to show. If you, if you'd like to stay and play, you're more than welcome. If not, drop down. All right, so we're playing trivia. So feel free. No, Unfuddable, we'd love to have you a part of the community if you'd like to play. Yeah, dog. These are our friends. Ooh, cool. Okay. I am such about free speech that I will literally allow people to just come here and just shit on me because I like people so much. All right. And what you... We took him down. All right. But I gave him more chance than anybody else is. In what U.S. state was the first Six Flags theme park located? It is not Pennsylvania. Texas is correct. Very good. It was Texas. Very good. Next question. The offspring of a male lion and a female tiger is known by what name? Liger is correct. Excellent work, Vamp. Very good. That's right. Next question. What color is a huckleberry? It is not purple. It is not brown, nor is it red. It is not fuchsia. Blue is correct. Very good. Next question. What U.S. city was named for a Roman hero? What U.S. city was named for a Roman hero? So, Rome, Italy is not in the U.S. Cincinnati is correct, absolutely. Lucius Quintius Cincinnatus. He was a Roman soldier in the 5th century BC. Cincinnati was originally named Losantiville. So, who knew? Next question. Which band recorded the album Fly Like an Eagle in 1975 to 1976? Steve Miller Band is correct. And let me just say this right now. Steve Miller Band kicks ass. Word. Next question. What's the name of Barbie doll's boyfriend? What is Ken is correct. Who is Ken is correct. Did anybody see the Barbie movie? Not Sublime. Did anyone like the Barbie movie? I liked it. I thought it was good. All right. Next. Yeah, I mean, right. It's like looking in the mirror. Honestly. All right. What layer of skin is just below the surface? We're going to accept that. It's close. It's dermis. So I'll accept that for all my Latin scholars out there. All right. Next question. You're right. But they said it. Close, but a pyramid. Yep, absolutely. Isn't that hilarious? That's the one in Memphis, right? Exactly. So imagine this was the home of the Memphis Grizzlies, an NBA team, and they closed down the facility and it reopened as a Bass Pro Shops, a professional NBA sporting arena. Can you imagine how large this store is? It's giant.
It has its own zip code, I think.
There you go. It does not surprise me. Alrighty. Next question, friends. Who wrote the book on which the Oscar-winning film The Godfather was based?
Mario Puzo.
Mario Puzo is correct. Very good. Next question. What bar is credited with debuting the Grasshopper cocktail? No one's going to know this, so I'll help you. It's two Jags. Tujagues. And that's that. Next question. What blood vessels carry blood towards the heart?
Capillaries.
It is not capillaries.
Arteries.
It is not arteries.
Aorta.
Not aorta. What blood vessels carry blood?
What's the question again?
What-
Blood flows.
What blood vessels? Veins is correct. What blood vessels carry blood towards the heart? The correct answer is veins.
Veins itself. Oh my god.
Let's go.
What do Las Vegas blackjack dealers stand on?
17.
Wow, you're good. Excellent. Very good job.
Next is no such thing in the casinos.
Hell yeah. Damn. Next question. What children's author also invented a surgical device?
Dr. Seuss.
I wish. It is not Dr. Seuss. Roald Dahl is correct. And I know the next question is, what is the surgical device? So you're going to get an extra benefit that I'm looking this up because I am as inquisitive as all of you. We're looking for surgical device of Roald Dahl, and the old Google says that it's called the Wade Dahl Till Valve. Together with a hydraulic engineer that he knew from his hobby of flying model airplanes and a neurosurgeon of Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, Dahl helped develop a neurosurgical shunt for hydrocephalus that was used for many years and became known as the Wade Dahl Till Valve. There you go. Who knew? Roald Dahl, inventor and children's author. So very interesting there. Next question. What is the Windy City?
Chicago.
That's correct. That Toddlin town. Next question. Who was the first African American female astronaut?
Sally Field.
Not Sally Field. Not Sally Ride. It was actually Mae Jemison. Mae Jemison. MAE space JEMISON. Mae Jemison. There you go. Good for you, Mae. Absolutely. Next question. In the Elton John hit Daniel, what country is Daniel traveling to by a plane? In the Elton John hit Daniel, I most certainly can. In the Elton John hit Daniel, what country is Daniel traveling to by plane? In the Elton John, it's not even good. In the Elton John hit Daniel, what country is Daniel traveling to by plane? I believe the lyrics go something like that, like this. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights headed to Spain. The answer is Spain. So, in the Elton John hit Daniel, what country is Daniel traveling to by plane? The answer is Spain. Next question. What is the highest possible FICO score?
900.
It is 850. That is correct. Very good. Next question. What was John Lennon's real middle name? What was John Lennon's real middle name? It is not Paul. Here's a little bit of a clue. It's a first name of a famous British Prime Minister.
I know this because my friend's mom loved the Beatles so much she named her dog Winston.
Winston. Yeah, very good. Wow, good job. Shout out to your friend's mom. Nice. All right. Next question. What was Captain McIntyre's nickname on MASH? Any MASH fans here? These are tough questions. It's an older show. The answer is Trapper John. Did I steal it from you? Oh, okay, good. So MASH is a wonderful show if you've ever seen it. It has like 11 seasons. The finale, 2.5 hours, goodbye, farewell, amen, was the most viewed television show. And I still think it's the most viewed television finale of a sitcom in television history. It's a really great show if you ever have a chance to see it. Next question. What sport was invented by Dr. James Naismith in 1891? Basketball is correct. Very good. That's right. Next question. What is a more common name for the epidermis? Skin is correct. All right. Next question. I know. I knew you were going to jump on it. Hilarious. All right. Next question. What brand of seasoning was named after a famous prime rib restaurant? Lawry's is correct. Good job. Lawry's is correct. Wow. Next question. What is California also known as, meaning its nickname? It is not the Sunshine State. The Golden State is correct. Very good. Next. Generally, yeah. Next question. Who recorded the hit single Sussudio in 1985? Phil Collins is correct. Very good. Next question. What sign of the zodiac is represented by an archer? It's also, I believe, one of the zodiacs. It begins with the letter S. S is in Sam. Sagittarius. That's correct. Next question. By what common name do we refer to hook and loop fasteners as? By what common name do we refer to hook and loop fasteners as? Neither of those. No, I'm going to help you with this one. It's Velcro. Now, well, Vamp, let me tell you this. I will do my best to enunciate better as I scream into a phone that's 10 feet away from my face. Excellent. All right. Well, the answer was Velcro. By what common name do we refer to hook and loop fasteners as? Now, this is an interesting thing to me. I'm very into, if anybody knows me, I'm very into ufology, aliens, advanced propulsion, that kind of stuff. And some of the things that have been rumored to be reverse engineered alien technology are night vision goggles and the transistor for the computer, and also allegedly Velcro. Now, it doesn't seem like Velcro is all that complicated and that we could have figured it out here on Earth, but I have read that Velcro apparently, allegedly, may be reverse engineered alien technology. Whether it's true or not, I'm not sure. I just think that's interesting. All right, next question. Who was known? That one's hard, but we'll try it. Who was known as the Mad Monarch? Who is known as the Mad Monarch? King Louis. Incorrect. I hope you're thinking King Louis from the Jungle Book. No. Okay, so the answer. That's right. Oh, yeah, there you go. The answer is George III. He was known as the Mad Monarch. Next question. Who provided the original voice for Daffy Duck? Who? Yeah. You know his last name? That's correct. Mel Blanc. Very good. Next question. What state's university system was founded before the state itself? Virginia is not correct. Boston is not a state. Not Massachusetts. Not Pennsylvania. I'll help you with this one. It was the state of Minnesota. Minnesota's state university system was founded before the state itself. Who knew? Next question. What was the top-selling vehicle in the United States in 2017? It was not a Honda Civic. Yeah, it's the F Series, the Ford F Series. There you go. Next question. Oh, you're right. Honda Civic is the best-selling car in California. The best-selling car in the United States traditionally is between the F Series and the Toyota Corolla. Next question. In Alaska, it's legal to shoot bears, but illegal to do what to one? This is a hard question. In Alaska, it's legal to shoot bears, but illegal to do. You're really close, fam. You're really close. It's illegal to awake them. Very interesting. There you go. Next question. The United States boycotted the 1980 Olympics to protest what Soviet action? It was not the bombing of Ukraine. Not Munich. Not Turkey. I'll help you with this one. Certainly. And you said it so kindly, of course. How could I not? The U.S. boycotted the 1980 Olympics to protest what Soviet action? It was not that. I'll help you. It's the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. There you go. All right. Next question. What process does milk undergo to become yogurt? It's pretty close. What's it scientifically? I think that's when it's. Yeah, it's when it's heated. This is one of those kinds of words, though. It's like that. I'll help you with it. It's bacterial fermentation. Fermentation. So milk needs to ferment to become yogurt. All right, next question. What is the world's most common second language? That's correct. English is the world's most common second language. All right, next question. What company introduced the first radio with push-button tuning in 1927?
Which country?
Company. What company introduced the first radio with push-button tuning in 1927?
Edison.
Not Edison.
General Electric.
Not General Electric. Here's a clue. The name of this company is usually like the top of something. A synonym would be like, what was it? Zenith. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Very good. So Zenith was the company that introduced the first radio with push-button tuning in 1927. Very good. What's the name of Mario's girlfriend kidnapped by the giant ape in Donkey Kong?
Princess Peach.
Now, I have always known her to be Princess Peach. That's 100% right in my book. According to randomtriviagenerator.com, I'm also seeing the name here, Princess Pauline, and I've never known that to be a person. So we're looking it up right now. Who is this character, Princess Pauline from Donkey Kong? And another thing that I've learned about Donkey Kong, wow, she is a hot little thing for being a cartoon character. Pauline was replaced by Princess Peach. So actually, Pauline is a different person. The name, she does, you're right. So Princess Peach was different. Pauline was replaced by Princess Peach as Mario's love interest in the Super Mario series. In 2017, she reappeared as a supporting character in Super Mario Odyssey with a new role as mayor of New Donk City. Damn, this girl has like a donk-a-donk. All right, why did Donkey Kong kidnap her? Donkey Kong was in love with Pauline and jumped on the stage to offer her a mini Donkey Kong toy. However, she chose Mario's mini Mario gift instead. Donkey Kong became angry and kidnapped Pauline, taking her to the elevator and the top floor of the building. All right, so that is a lot of Nintendo lore that none of us ever knew, nor are we getting that time back. All right, people. Next question. What is negative 459.67 Fahrenheit also known as? What is negative 459.67 Fahrenheit also known as? Base? Is that what you said? I mean, it's close. I mean, it's the basement, basically. It's absolute zero. So zero Kelvin is negative 459.67 Fahrenheit. All right, next question. What is the name of Whitney Houston's 1985 debut album? What was the name of Whitney Houston's 1985 debut album? If you don't know, that's okay. I like Whitney Houston, and I don't know if I would have just been able to be like, boom, but it was known as, you're absolutely right, it was self-titled. Whitney Houston, very good. You're right, very good job. Next question. Who created the cartoon TV show Futurama? That's correct, very good. Next question. What do the barcode letters UPC stand for?
United Commercial Service.
That's UPS. UPC. Someone was saying it. Universal Product Code. There you go. You're good. All right, next question. What Hyundai model gets its name from the Spanish word for shark? What Hyundai model gets its name from the Spanish word for shark? Not Sonata. T is correct. Tiburon is correct. You're good though. That's good. Tiburon. Very good. Next question. Who was killed in 1804 in a duel with Vice President Aaron Burr? Andrew Jackson is incorrect. Alexander Hamilton is correct. Very good. Alrighty, friends. We're gonna have one more question, and then I'm gonna take like a 10-minute break. You can talk amongst yourselves, or we can listen to the podcast. I'm just gonna get some water and go use the restroom and some things. So before we do so, this question, here we go. In what country was the world's first ice hotel built? In what country was not China? Sweden is correct. Very good. Excellent. Very good. All right, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go grab some water. Feel free to take a break on your own. And if you'd like, we can listen to a little podcast if you want, unless you want to speak on your own. Absolutely. We're live 24/7. Feel free to come back whenever you'd like. And we're also live in the Telegram. You know that, right? Excellent. You take care, my man. Take care. All right, friends. Here's a little break for 10 minutes or so. Cat Williams.
Place. The whole thing looks like it's washed out. See?
Yeah.
It looks like it was washed out because it was.
Right. That's salt, I believe. But that's
Yes,
what
there's salt there. That's the other thing.
Between this and the Garden of Eden locations, like these are two of the great landmarks in human history.
Where's the Garden of Eden?
Well, when you read the stories, right, the thing that strikes you is that it's so specific. Like, it says things in talking about the Garden of Eden that, wait a minute, if I can't find what you're talking about, this isn't even real. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like where the Garden of Eden was, there's, I think, 4 rivers that come from it. And then it names 2 of them. Like, I don't want to be specific, because at least he's been to so many things that have lined up from these great religious books, where we can see that, no, something happened here. Like,
something happened, and these are stories of people telling stories that have been told to them for about 1,000 years.
But this is why, right?
Yeah,
this is why they were told, and that's
Yeah.
that's the difference between those of us that want to know the world's mysteries and conspiracy, because people have reason to believe it to be true. And as you go through history, you see that those are the stories that we still talk about, but they're still valid. Like there were writings that the African Dogon tribe is like they're
from like the Sirius star system.
Like, they're saying very specific things, and for hundreds of years we're going, you guys are idiots. You don't know what you're talking about, right? Like, somebody would have a fake star story.
Right.
You see?
Right.
And now we get to the point where we can actually see what they were talking about.
What if we find out that we're aliens? that we were just dropped off here a long ass time, and the Adam and Eve story is the story of the place where they created us.
I'm sure we're the only people in the universe that think like that.
You think so? Why do you think that?
No portion of humankind's story differs from that.
It's all creation story.
Like, if you go, that's why NASA and Space Force are not more forthcoming, because the further you get in space, the more obvious shit is. Like, once you're up there and you're looking down, this shit doesn't look like there is no God. It looks like you're in the middle of somebody's workshop and they just showed you every single way that every star can be made, every single way a planet can be made, every way that a black hole can be, a galaxy, a universe, and then showed you the best of the best.
It's the spot. I mean, in our solar system, we're the best neighborhood that's ever existed. They all suck. Every other planet sucks.
We're rudimentary enough that we still require environmental help.
Right, until you get that chip. Once you get
At
that
each
chip,
point, it would be like saying people that didn't learn how to ride horses, they were slow. Like, they couldn't run fast enough, so they got horses.
right.
No, it didn't have anything to do with that. Better's better.
That's really what it's going to be. Better's
Right,
better.
right.
We're all going to integrate.
Like, we would have told you 30 years ago that we wouldn't need a Space Force unless we went up there and found something.
I think the Space Force, the idea is that they're worried about
It's not an idea.
someone else being in space first with weapons flying around.
You mean us?
Yeah, well, if we can do it, they can do it. That's the thing.
Who is they?
Whoever it is.
No,
China.
there's only humankind and alien.
Oh, I agree.
Right.
The problem is, this is what we really need. We really need this neural link to lock us all together so everybody can read everybody's mind. That's what's going to happen, and then there's going to be no more leaders. There's going to be no more governments.
You're being very controversial right now. Okay, so look, that
Better is better.
That exists already. So just understand that the worldwide government is way smarter than we give them credit for, because they have us believing they don't do nothing. But the truth is, like there's no such thing as the government is in bed with the internet. No, the internet is a government installation that they allowed the world to use for free so that they could have the information willingly, because you're on it.
That's what it became.
Exactly.
But I think
that's what it was
the
to
progression.
become.
You think so?
Yes.
I think the progression of technology oftentimes leads itself to, like, even cell phones. At first, it was Michael Douglas walking on the beach in Wall Street, looking amazing with that brick, carrying that big brick. Like, look at that guy. He's got a phone with no cord. He's out on the beach. This is insane. To everybody having a phone.
Yeah. But not to everybody, because those in the ham radio community and people with the CBs, they didn't feel like that was cutting edge, because it really wasn't. Like
it's still cutting edge.
This is
walk around with a device. It's a leap in technology.
Here's the thing: when you look at all of our inventions,
that's when you very interesting topics that they're addressing there. We have some interesting topics of our own. If you don't know what we're doing, we're currently in the middle of some trivia. We've got some heavy hitters in here, and I will be continuing trivia for as long as you wish. We got Trash Panda in here. I want to just introduce everybody. Trash Panda. Trash Panda has been a holder since 2015 and a trader since 2021, holding BTC trading trash. Trash Panda also likes to kick ass and take names. I can just tell that. Welcome, Trash Panda. We're happy you're here. We want everybody in your family to be amazing, and we only want good things to happen to you and those around you. Thank you. Next person. We've got money sign finger up, tongue lick, money, up finger, money sign .eth. This is known as money bags. Money bags, to introduce money bags only shitpost your page because they love you. A Mondo man, they're into Bitcoin, fuck Bezos.eth. We also want people to know only Mondo megabits and Bitcoin. If you don't like Bitcoin, go fuck yourself. That's a straight up quote. I just know it. Shout out to Moneybags. We also have GPM here. GPM is the shelling machine. I want everyone to know we appreciate GPM being here and for shelling. Bob Dobbs. Bob Dobbs kicking ass and taking names. I like how Bob literally picked the most difficult fucking username of all time. Like, oh, Bob, you're so sexy. Wow, are you on Twitter? Bob's like, yeah. How you doing, baby? And this girl's like, oh my God, I just want to get out of this bar and go home with you. Bob, what's your Twitter? And Bob's like, oh, no problem at all. I'm at DOBB647040224 Bob. Oh, what was that, baby? Oh, it's at DOBB647040224 BOB. Oh, okay. Yeah, by that time, that girl's already left with some other dude. But nevertheless, Bob Dobbs is here, so if she knew what was up, she'd stick around. Thank you, Bob Dobbs, for being here. You should know Bob Dobbs and I have been through it all. We've seen good times and bad times. We got Carl in here. I want everybody to know Carl and I go way back to the point about 5 seconds ago when I pressed on Carl's name. Carl's username is ShadowGTP, and they're sarcastic, sardonic, and a little bit moronic. Well, welcome, Carl. We're playing trivia, and we're going to be playing in a second. I'm going to mock everybody in here. Vamp. Vamp is over here slipping bloody pixels while watching Gore. I like reptiles. I like turtles. Vamp, do you know that kid who goes, I like turtles? Yeah, I like turtles. Well, that kid is now like 30 years old. He's really old. And he still likes turtles. I don't know the possum lady. I have to check that woman out. I have to check that woman out. I love people who are passionate. Very cute. All right. We got Nexus Blade. Actually, Nexus _ Blade Runner. Actually, more technically, at NXS _ Blade Runner. They are a Fibonacci trader using applied geomathematics. They've got in here mathematics, and then I believe it's a space, and then it's some important information for some people. Black hole time traveler. That's all I care about. Welcome, Nexus. I'm glad that you're here. You are a black hole time traveler. You're a sexy man, sexy woman, sexy beast, whatever you are. Old man with coin. We've already sucked your dick enough today, but we like you. We think you're a wonderful person, and we appreciate you being here. Old man with coin. If you wanted to know, they make chill music, cool vids, and stupid memes. They're ex-Gala Games dev, spicy Nordic crypto OG, only OC, only original content. Let's get weird. Hell yeah, old man with coin. And then, of course, we have Rabbi ROTHSCHILD. And we've got Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu. And with that, we're going to continue. All right. Next question. What is the capital of Belize? What is the capital of Belize? What is the capital of Belize? The capital of Belize is Belmopan. Belmopan. I know you all was on the tip of your tongue. I could sense it, and I wanted you all to know. That's why I give you a little bit of extra time to contemplate it, because I know it's so obvious. Oh, of course, Belmopan. Everyone knows that the capital of Belize is Bill McClung. Duh. All right, next question. As of, well, let's see. What do X and Y chromosomes combine in making? Like what sex? Male is correct. X and Y chromosomes combine to make males. That's correct. Very good. Next question. What is a male cat if a female is a queen? I would think so, but it is not. Yeah, that one. It's close. What's the name of it? Yep, exactly. Good job. Good job. Bravo. All right, next question. Where was Caesar salad invented? You're right. Tijuana, Mexico. Very good. That's amazing. All right, next question. What is the national bird of the Bahamas? What bird is the national bird of the Bahamas? Here is a clue. Here is a clue. Pink. The American flamingo is correct. Very good. Next question. What country were the 1948 Summer Olympic Games held in?
The United States.
Not the United States. United something.
Emirates.
Not United Emirates. United. You got it. Very good. There you go. Next question. What does shogun literally translate to in English? Not warrior, but it's along the same lines. Not soldier. I'll help you here. Military commander.
We gotta get a little more specific.
Right. I mean, we got Vamp here. And when Vamp's here, you can't accept epidermis for the term dermis. They're separate. Next.
If I say that, I look away, my Bitcoin wallet's empty all of a sudden.
You've been drained. Absolutely drained. All right, next question. Who was the 5th president of the United States? Who was the 5th president of the United States?
He's typing.
It was James Monroe. It's like, oh, of course, they knew that. All right, next question. What is the most common street name in the United States? According to a Washington Post study.
Second Street?
Not 2nd Street. Very good guess, though. Not Martin Luther King Boulevard. According to a Washington Post study, what is the most common street name in the United States?
Lincoln Street?
Not Lincoln Street. It's 4 letters. It's 4 letters.
4 letters.
Starts with a P. P as in Paul.
I don't know that.
I'll help you. It is Park. According to a Washington Post study, Park Street is the most common street name in the United States. Who knew? All right, next question is dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What feature marks the entrance to the Louvre? What feature marks the entrance to the Louvre?
It's a pyramid.
It is. That's right. Correct. So you got it, Bam. Bam, do you know, or anyone else, who is the architect of that pyramid?
Oh, I remember that back then, but I don't know anymore.
So I believe it's IMA. And I think it should be renamed, instead of the pyramid, the Payamid. I think that'd be a lot cooler. But that's just my 2 cents on that. All right, next question. What body of water is between Scotland and Denmark? What body of water is between Scotland and Denmark? What body of water is between Scotland and Denmark? What body of water?
The Black Sea.
Not the Black Sea, the North Sea.
The North.
No, the North Sea. All right, next question. Dun, 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 dun. The angel shark is commonly referred to by what other name? The angel shark is commonly referred to by what other name? I'll help you with this one. I think it's difficult. Monkfish. The angel shark is commonly referred to by what other name? The monkfish. All right. Where would you find Olympus Mons? Where would you find Olympus Mons? Where would you find Olympus Mons? Where would you find?
I know it's not. It's like Pluto or Mars or some shit.
You said it.
Jupiter, Mars.
Mars is correct. That's absolutely right. Very good. All right. Next question. Roman Polanski directed which 1974 film starring Jack Nicholson? Roman Polanski directed which 1974 film starring Jack Nicholson? What'd you say? Not One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I'll help you with this one. Chinatown. Chinatown is the answer. All right. Next question. In what U.S. city was singer Diana Ross born? In what city was singer Diana Ross born? She was not born in Los Angeles. She was born in the Motor City. Does anyone know where the Motor City is? Detroit Rock City. Hell yeah. Detroit rules. All right. With that, Hell yeah. Got the Red Wings, you got the Tigers, you got the Lions who did really well this year. You have the Lions, Pistons, thank you so much. You got the Pistons, the bad boys of the late 80s. Hell yeah. All right. Next question. What kind of cans did Andy Warhol famously paint? That's correct. Campbell's soup cans is a work of art consisting of 32 canvases, each painted with a Campbell's soup can. Very good. Excellent. Next question. What is the technical term for armpit? The what? It begins with the letter A. I'll help you with this one. It's the axilla. Axilla. Who knew? That is the medical term for it. All right, next question. Where's Africa's westernmost point? Where is Africa's westernmost point?
All I know is like something. I don't know exactly. Just Cape Verde.
You got it. You got it. Cape Verde.
Oh.
Good job. Nexus, you are really good. Wow, good job. No, that's exactly right. Okay. Now, this is for my fans of Harry Potter, specifically within Harry Potter Abomasonic 10 Enu. Who was Hogwarts headmaster right before Dumbledore? Who was Hogwarts headmaster right before Dumbledore? I will help you with this one. Armando Dippet. Armando Dippet was the headmaster right before Dumbledore. There you go. Next question. The launch of the first liquid-fueled rocket in the world is attributed to which country? The launch of the first liquid-fueled rocket is in the world.
Russia.
Not Russia.
Germany.
Not Germany.
India.
Not India. You're overthinking it. Overthinking it.
United States.
That's correct.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Us. Go, let's
Yeah, go
go.
ahead. Absolutely. All right, next question. What's the triangular Asian pastry containing spiced meat? What's the triangular Asian pastry containing spiced meat? This is normally like an Indian food. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It is. But Indians don't usually have meat in it. It is samosa. So what's the triangular Asian pastry containing spiced meat? It's samosa, but you can also have vegetarian samosas as well. So they're popular all throughout Asia. Very good. Next question. Which animal was part of the Gloria Vanderbilt jeans logo? Which animal was part of the Gloria Vanderbilt jeans logo? Which animal was part of the Gloria? I don't think many women would want to walk around with a cow in their butt. But if they did, that'd be pretty cool. Not a bull, not a cow. It's a bird.
An eagle.
It's a waterfowl. They mate for life. The swan. The swan was part of the Gloria Vanderbilt jeans logo. Here's another question. Who is Gloria Vanderbilt's famous son? Anderson. On September 7th, 1979, with George Grande anchoring. What show debuted on September 7th, 1979, with George Grande anchoring? Here's a clue. Da-na-na, na-na-na. You got it. SportsCenter is correct. Very good. Just one moment. I'm adjusting something on my computer. I'll be there in a moment. Pardon me?
Yeah, now you're back.
I'm back. Yep, absolutely. I just said I had to adjust something on my computer. Apologies. One moment. We're still doing this adjustment. Slight adjustment. I am currently now just biding time as I do this adjustment. All right. Next question is, what major European city has 0 stop signs? What major European city has 0 stop signs? I did not know this. This is fascinating. Paris is correct. Nexus, good job. Okay. That's right. Yeah, with Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo. European Vacation, National Lampoon's European Vacation, a classic. All right. Next question is, what is another name for a flower's colorful corolla? What is another name for a flower's colorful corolla? What is another name for a flower's colorful corolla? I can help you with this one. A flower's colorful corolla are also known as petals. Flower petals. There you go.
Okay, wow. Yeah.
I agree, but that's why it's fun. All right. Next question that we have is, what is the purpose of seeding a cloud? What is the purpose of seeding a cloud? To create rain. That's absolutely right. And if you know anything, I am a major fan of cloud seeding under the right conditions, particularly when you're doing it to create rain in the developing world. So that's a beautiful thing. All right, next question. Where it needs to be, like an arid environment, of course, not where they have monsoons. Next question is, the first vending machines in the United States dispensed what?
Cigarettes?
That's a good question, good answer, but it was not cigarettes.
Beer.
That'd be a good one too. I still don't know if we have vending machines that dispense beer.
Tampons.
No, not tampons though. That probably would be something that would be helpful to have. The answer is chewing gum. The first vending machines in the United States were invented and to dispense chewing gum. Next question. What actor? No, not that one. I'll read it. I'm going to give you a chance to answer. What actor was one of the most decorated American combat soldiers in World War II? The answer is Audie Murphy, but I don't know if anybody would know that. Next question. What was Queen Elizabeth II's full name at birth? What is Queen Elizabeth II's name?
Mary Windsor? Wait,
Okay, we got some of it.
I
Elizabeth.
think that's not every. I think Elizabeth and there's something else.
Yeah, Alexandra, Mary Windsor. Very good. So Elizabeth II's full name of birth was Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor. All right, next question. Checkpoint Charlie was the gate that divided the east and west portions of what city? Checkpoint Charlie was the gate that divided the east and west portions of what city? The answer, believe it or not, Checkpoint Charlie was the gate that divided the east and west portions of Berlin. Next question. I like how you just like, yeah. Like, I wanted to see if anybody else would get it. I knew that.
No, it's like that already started with the B and you said Berlin.
All right, next question. In what U.S. state is Mount Vernon? In which it is not Washington.
Sorry, Maryland.
It is not Maryland. It was Washington's home. It is also the state where he was born, even though it wasn't a state at the time. It was part of the British colonies.
New Jersey.
Not New Jersey. This state also has given birth to the most amount of presidents. Most presidents have come from this state. Virginia is correct. Excellent.
I don't know. I was like Maryland, Virginia. They're so close that I can see everything.
They are. All right, next question. What metal is the Statue of Liberty's visible surface constructed from? Copper is correct. Wow, you got that right away. Excellent. What Chinese-born architect designed the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? We mentioned his name within the last 30 minutes. Vamp and I kind of talked about him a little bit. Yeah. Vamp, do you remember? That's okay. That's how it happens. I am Pei. What Chinese-born architect designed the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I am Pei. All right, next question. U.S. Presidents George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Donald Trump were born in what year? U.S. Presidents George W. Bush, Bill Clinton.
1945.
Very close, 1946. Very good. Very good. They were part of the first wave of baby boomers. Very good. All right, next question. Charlie Brown's father was a what? I did not know this. Why didn't you call it? So what did Charlie Brown's father do for a living? All right, I'll help you with this one. He was a barber. Charlie Brown's father was a barber. All right, next question. Which of the four Beatles was the eldest? It was not Paul McCartney. Ringo Starr is correct. Very good. All right, next question. You got it. Which character from Beavis and Butthead has their own show? I believe Janine Garofalo voiced this character. It was on MTV during the 90s.
Oh my god, yeah, just watch it. What the fuck was that?
I can help you with it. It was Daria. Daria had her own show. Next question. What city named its airport after Charles de Gaulle? What city named its airport after Charles de Gaulle? We mentioned this city in the last 30 minutes.
Detroit.
Did I say it? Because de Gaulle sounds French.
Correct. What city named its airport after Charles de Gaulle? Paris did. Very good.
It didn't sound French to me, sorry about that.
De Gaulle doesn't sound French. What does it sound like?
De Gaulle?
Yeah, but if you don't think in French, it's because when I speak it, it sounds completely different.
I just don't think because he said we said it in the last 30 minutes, and that was the only city I gave him.
All right. Next question. What is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust? It is not iron. That's a good guess, though. What is the most abundant metal in Earth's crust? Aluminum.
Yeah,
Aluminum is correct. Yes. And how do you say aluminum, Vamp?
aluminium.
Oh, do you like a British person? Okay. Well, people do. The British way to say it is like that, aluminium. And then,
Yeah, but it's aluminum. Yeah.
right, and then Americans say aluminum. All right. Very good. Next question. What instrument in an automobile measures distance traveled? Your odometer is correct. Very good. Next question. Which ape's name comes from man of the forest? Not Tarzan. Tarzan, I believe, was a human. What ape's name means man of the forest?
Chimpanzee.
That's what I was thinking too, but it's not chimpanzee.
Orangutan?
You've got orangutan, yeah, or that's how we say it. Yes, absolutely. Very. Hey, I mean, I knew what you were saying, so very good job. Excellent, yes. So that means man of the forest. Orangutan means man of the forest. Next question. Where are the carpal bones found? Close, but it's in your wrist. All right. Next question.
Epidermis and dermis.
That's right, exactly. All right, next question is, what ocean liner was retired in 1967 and became a hotel at Long Beach? That's correct, very good.
That question didn't make any sense to me, sorry.
Yeah, that's a real cool place to go for Halloween. It's like has all this haunted history. So
We also have Shanktober there, which is, it's pretty hilarious. It's not real, but it is. It's a real thing.
where everyone just celebrates Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
That's tight.
They have billboards and everything.
Well, for Vamp's sake, the ocean liner, the Queen Mary, was retired. And it was an ocean liner that went around the world, and they eventually put it in Long Beach Harbor in California. And now it is a museum. It's like a floating museum. So that's the answer to that question. All right, next question. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ooh, this one's hard. Notch, peak, and shank are different types of what? Notch, peak, and shank are different types of what? I was thinking the same thing, like, but it's actually lapels, like that area of your clothing by your chest. Notch, peak, and shank. So there's a notch lapel, a peak lapel, and a shank lapel, like on a suit. There you go. All right, next question. How many arms does a typical snowflake have? How many arms does a typical snowflake have? 8 is incorrect. 6 is correct. 6 is correct. All right. Next question. Skyrim is the 5th installment in which video game series? Skyrim is the 5th installment in which video game series?
I don't know actually.
The answer is the Elder Scrolls. All right, dermis and epidermis. Next question. What year did Valve release the Steam platform?
2003.
Wow, you just knew that and just banged off a grand slam. 2003 is correct. Very good. Oh my word. Very good. Next question. In 1992, which U.S. state began offering tourist info at 1-800-33-GUMBO? GUMBO. 1-800-33-GUMBO. The question again. In 1992, which U.S. state began offering tourist info at 1-800-33-GUMBO? Louisiana is correct. And if I were not using my other phone right now, we would call that number. Vamp, should we call the number? Yeah, and you're going to say that. Okay, here we go. Just one moment. Let me adjust. We're about to call the Louisiana number for tourism. Okay, here we go. Hey, Vamp, that's why I called on you. All right, so we're going to dial 1-800-33-GUMBO. Here we go. It's on speaker.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance. We have a special promotion today for select callers. If you are over 50, please press 1 now.
So it does not seem as if the state of Louisiana still has that number, which is unfortunate, because I think we would have all enjoyed it if they had, but they don't. Okay. But that's how we learn. All right, friends. Next question. Ooh. What are Canada's 2 official sports? That is correct. Hockey and lacrosse is correct. Very, very good. All right. Next question. Who wrote Allegory of the Cave? Who wrote Allegory of the Cave? Okay, I'll help you with this one. And it's a fascinating thing to me. So, quick, a little aside.
It's a philosopher, right?
It is. So, Plato wrote it. Okay. But it was not his idea. It was actually a man named Socrates' idea. The idea of Allegory of a Cave is as such. Imagine a cave where you have a bunch of people who are all staring at the same wall of the cave. And absolutely everyone is staring at the wall and no one is turned any other way. Behind that group of people, you have the elite of society who are casting shadows on the cave wall that everyone is looking at. And the people who are looking at that cave wall think that those shadows are reality, when in reality they're not. They're just shadows being cast on the wall by the elite. Well, the idea, at least according to Plato and Socrates, is that there are certain people in society known as philosopher kings who are enlightened enough that they're able to turn their heads and walk out of the cave into the sunshine, and that is known as accomplishing knowledge of the good. So it's this idea that if you really want to dedicate yourself to a good life, you should dedicate it to learning and knowledge of the good, and you'll be known as a philosopher king. Okay, so we've got Socrates, who didn't write anything. Socrates actually said this. He told the story of the allegory of the cave. Plato is the one who wrote it down. So that's why the answer to this question is correctly who wrote Allegory of the Cave, because Plato is the one who wrote it down. Plato himself had many students. His probably most famous student was a man named Aristotle. So we have Socrates, who taught Plato, Plato, who taught Aristotle, and Aristotle had a very famous student as well, about whom we just talked, Alexander the Great. So it's this 4 generations of people that's really interesting. You have Socrates, who taught Plato, Plato, who taught Aristotle, and Aristotle, who taught Alexander the Great. And that 4 generation of teaching changed the world. It changed philosophy, but it also changed the makeup of civilizations on Earth. And I think that's very interesting. So with that, hope you learned something. And we're on to our next question. Which religion places importance on proper care of bonsai trees? Zen Buddhism, that's correct. Very good. Next question. Which New York newspaper wrote, "Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus"? It was not the New York Post, but it's close. It was the New York Sun. Next question. Who played the role of Charles on Charles in Charge? Who played the role of Charles on Charles in Charge? The answer is Scott Baio. Scott Baio played the role of Charles on Charles in Charge. Next question. What common sock pattern is named for the westernmost region of Scotland? What common sock pattern is named for the westernmost region of Scotland? All right, I'll help you with this one. Argyle. Argyle. There you go. All right, next question. What TV character owns a talking cat named Salem?
Sabrina.
That's correct, Sabrina Spellman. Very good. All right, Tootsie Roll candies. Tootsie Roll candy was named after whom? I'll help you with this one. Just most people would not know this. The creator's daughter, Leo Hirschfield, concocted the treats in 1896 and named it after his daughter Clara's nickname, Tootsie. So Tootsie Rolls were named after Clara Hirschfield, which I know you all knew. Next question. In what year? Nope, I don't like questions that are year. Scratch that. This is an interesting one. Which is the only country to have its own official cent? Which is the only country to have its own official scent? What did you say? Oh, not scent, like a smell. Yeah. What is the only country to have its own official scent or smell? I'll help you with this one because I don't know. Right, exactly. I can think of some stinky countries, but the only country to have its own official scent apparently is Lithuania. And I want to know what this scent is. I want to smell it, and I want to know, does it smell like Lithuania the country, Lithuania the people, Lithuania the food? I want to know all about that scent. And how did they get an official scent where people were just like, oh, this smells like Lithuania, and everybody just like knew that? I want to know all of this, so we'll have to find out that. Right. Oh, it's obviously Lithuania. Right. Exactly. I don't know if I've ever smelled Lithuania, but if I ever do, I would want to know it because it's apparently official smell. Interesting. All right, next question. United States' observation of Mardi Gras was started in which U.S. city and state? United States' observation of Mardi Gras was started in which city and state? It was not New Orleans, Louisiana. That's an excellent question. Excellent guess. It was actually Mobile, Alabama. Who knew? There you go. All right, next question. What is the highest and lowest cards in poker? What is the highest and lowest cards in poker? It is an ace is the highest, and what's the lowest? I don't believe a joker is in the deck for poker. It's a 2. An ace is the highest, a 2 is the lowest. All right, next question. Through which continent does the Crocodile River run? Through which continent does the Crocodile River run? Africa is correct. Excellent. And before we take a little bit of a break, the final question that we'll have for right now is, in what Caribbean country did steel drums originate? In what Caribbean country did steel drums originate? Here's a clue. The name of the country.
Caribbean countries, steel drums? What?
Yes, so what Caribbean country did steel drums originate?
Jamaica?
Here's a clue. It goes blank and blank. The name of the country is blank and blank.
I don't know.
Trinidad and Tobago. And as you know, we don't ever end on a question where someone doesn't know the answer, so we're going to make sure that we at least end this round on one where you do. Here we go. Next question. This is just interesting to me, so we probably won't end on this one. What message did the original computer virus display? What message did the original computer virus display? Sure. What message did the original computer virus display?
Rabbi, you're breaking up. Rabbi, it's like, I don't know. Sorry.
You're right, I am. Just one moment. Apologies. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Excellent. Apologies, I had to switch devices. So this is just an interesting question to me. What message did the original computer virus display? What message did the original computer virus display?
Blue screen?
It's an excellent guess, ma'am. It actually displayed the message, I'm the creeper. I'm the creeper. I''M space THE space CREEPER. I'm the creeper. All right, next question. What replaced English as the official language in Kenya in 1974? What replaced English as the official language of Kenya in 1974? I'll help you with this one. Swahili. Swahili replaced English as an official language. It was actually Swahili. Swahili. Please do, please.
So, if I remember correctly, the whole reason they're steel drumming is because the oil company's leaving their barrels around.
I've heard that as well.
And people pick them up and start playing on them.
That's correct. I've also heard that steel drums are the one percussion instrument that were invented during the 20th century, meaning all percussion instruments had been invented in the 19th century or prior, and the 20th century's only invention or advent or addition was the steel drum. I think that's cool. I like steel drums. I think they're one of I just hear them and it reminds me of being happy and warm and things. They're a great sound. All right. Next question. Before we take a break, I'm going to find a good one. What TV show features the characters Fox Mulder and Dana Scully?
X-Files.
X-Files is correct. Very good. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves should you wish. If you didn't know, we are running this 24 hours and as much as we can. And whenever we have a break, we listen to podcasts. So the one we were currently listening to was Cat Williams and Joe Rogan. Believe it or not, they're both very famous comics. They had never met until this day. That happened just recently. So with that, here we go.
That's when you know that these space encounters were real, because we only have advancement in a couple of industries in the world, and everything else is nothing. So, like the microwave that they had 30 years ago, it looks the same. It's the same microwave now. Why? Because it was done as a military thing. It was supposed to be a weapon. And then they found out, it heats up food and they put a door on it. And so it hasn't changed at all because invention is very difficult. And
do you subscribe to the idea that we get back engineered?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why those leaps, we don't see those leaps in anything else, is my point. Like
yeah. There's so much speculation about the creation of a bunch of different things that came out of Roswell. Fiber optics.
Right, but remember, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, this is crazy talk.
Crazy talk.
But it's not. Like, it's at the point, at this point, like, Area 51 would have to be doing something.
They were definitely doing something.
Right. And nobody's telling a differing story as to what it is.
Right.
Like, people have great imaginations all through history. They could make up something. The only damning information is if you read 3,000 accounts of of these entities and realize, wait a minute, why is everybody describing the same couple of beings?
Right.
Like there's no outliers. Like
there's like 3 different things they describe. Yeah, they said that they're documented 8 to 12.
We're not talking about English-speaking people. We're talking about worldwide, right? Like that's what is striking.
Indigenous people in Australia drew them. Yeah.
Right. Nobody's saying anything outlandish, and that's what you get to when you go religiously, or.
Well, the alien thing is a bit of a religion to a lot of folks. They don't want to believe it.
It's a necessary component.
Yeah.
Whatever religion you're a part of, at some point it says
you were contacted.
That there was a fight in heaven, and this happened and that happened.
Yep. Every single one of them.
Everyone, nobody's telling a different story. Everybody's telling the same stories.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you know that vagina and gold are universal things, because in everybody's story, none of these otherworldly entities had any interest in anything other than women
and gold.
Right, pussy or gold. Like, because, and you understand that now when you start learning about what's in space, because you can see that any element or any commodity that we sell here is abundant in space, like trash. They found one meteor that was worth all the money
on Earth.
Yeah, 770 billion. No, trillion. It was another number. Some crazy number. Right. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they know that there's spots, and the thing about the Sumerian story, the Sumerian text story, the real life story would make everyone a billionaire on this earth. Everyone would be a billionaire. Every person would earn several $1 billion.
So it sounds jokey, right? But understand, somebody got this contract. Like, they broke this up into several worldwide contracts. Like
10,000 quadrillion.
It's just there.
But here's the thing: if you got that much gold, is gold valuable anymore? Because one of the things about gold is that there's not that much of it. If you look at, you ever seen the number of gold on Earth?
That's not necessary in capitalism. They showed us that with diamonds.
That's true. They can hide.
It is about the perception of things. And if I buy up all of something, it is rare now. Immediately.
Right.
Just because I have control of all of it.
Right.
And that is worth killing Tesla over. And that's why the people are still in business in Hollywood, because everything's a commodity.
Did you ever read, you ever heard of Zechariah Sitchin? Zechariah Sitchin was a biblical scholar who he deciphered the Sumerian texts, and he was like an expert in language. And when he deciphered it, he might not have been a biblical scholar, might have just been a language expert. But either way, he deciphered these texts and wrote these books about the real meaning behind everything they were saying. And he said that the reason why we are so fascinated with gold is that the Anunnaki literally would have us mine gold for them because they needed it to protect their atmosphere. So what they would do is take gold, which is very rare in what it does. What gold can do is you can take a little piece of gold like this big and coat this entire table. It's real weird.
Right.
So and you could turn it into a fine dust, and they suspended this fine dust in their atmosphere to protect them from a degrading atmosphere because they were getting global warming or whatever.
Everybody that was...
You wrote about this in the 70s.
It doesn't matter, because everybody in Egypt knew it. Like, this is where the alchemy...
That's where it all originated.
Right.
Well, we don't even know what they knew.
None of those people are saying, hey, I came up with this shit. They're saying,
right, somebody gave it to us.
Somebody who came from this place here came and told us that this is how this goes and this is what this is worth.
Yeah. Because
I'm saying the people that were being abused in the mines going to get the diamonds, it wasn't like that for them. It was just them getting these rocks. And this crazy guy's going to pay a day's wages for us to gather rocks. Let's gather them. Right. You know, this is... But when you follow back, it's all about the information. And at the top of it, nobody's trying to claim it. Like, nobody's saying...
Right, I invented this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is wild. If imagine this, that's how we're getting most of our shit. Back engineered stuff they leave for us. We'll have to figure it out, sort through it. The people that have alien technology, the people that do have an alien craft that they work on, what a weird reality you must live in. The whole rest of the world's kind of guessing. And you got this thing in front of you, like, oh, this is real, we have one. I can show it to you.
That's how everybody in Space Force will have to feel, right?
Right, they must. How many of them you think see shit?
I'm saying, how do you think Elon Musk really feels? Like,
I don't think he's going to tell you.
No, I'm saying in his head, can he still have a superhero? Or is he one of them?
Ooh.
You know, he's one of them. Like,
if you're the richest dude in the world and you're also a super genius, how the fuck do you stop yourself from thinking you're a superhero? That's the big question.
No, it's not like that.
No?
No, it doesn't have superhero side effects to it.
I mean, you would probably think.
Like, the more you know, the more you know how little you know. That's true. So there's not a, you know what I mean? And nobody has ownership of information. That's why reading books moves civilization. Mm-hmm. Because, like when I said, like I told you that from the time I was 8 to the time I was 12, I never celebrated any birthdays. I never went to a birthday party. I never had a Thanksgiving, a Christmas. I never trick-or-treated. I wasn't allowed to watch movies, and I wasn't allowed to watch TV. All I could do was read. If I told you that, then you would understand that for 8 hours a day, I got 8 hours and I can read, and I love to read. And so I'm reading books that are 250 to 100 pages, and it takes me about an hour to read one. So yeah, I'm reading 8 pages a day. Yeah, like all I'm doing is reading, because that's what. So I'm checking out 20 books. The limit at the library is 20 books at one time. So I'm going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday just because this is my thing. Like,
so you're getting 60 books a week?
Minimum. Because
really?
Yeah, because I'm reading more than that, because I still have religious books that I have to read. So understand this is pre-internet first.
Right.
So understand that in reading one thing that I'm reading, right?
Right.
This one thing that I'm reading is also requiring me to have this appendix book that is the source book that it's telling me it's getting these things from. And so I've got 4 books open at a time just for this one book. Like, but yeah, so first, I guess between 8 and 12, I can read classics and nonfiction. So I'm saying no novels or anything like that. I'm just reading like Time Life has like 1,800 of these individual books on all subjects of the world. And
so you just spend most of your time reading?
Not most, all of it.
All of your time reading. And then when did
that was my thing, because like was able to be in each of these stories. You follow what I'm saying? And I was getting so much information. Like half of those I probably had to write a 1-page report on after, you know. But yeah, that was my whole thing. And the numbers aren't even really accurate because I read more than that. Because like sometimes I would read something and I wouldn't get it. Like there was this classic book called Little Women that I probably read it 4 times because I just didn't understand it, and I knew it was a classic, but
I never read it. What's it about?